Hey guys, it's your boy Rocco here, and today we've got a quick pot gameplay, but the topic of discussion for today's video is Miami Heat or the general playoff picture in the Eastern Conference. So from the 7th seed all the way up to the 11th position in the Eastern Conference is very, very tight. There is only 2 losses between Brooklyn, who are at the 7th, and who is it? Hornets at the 11th, and then obviously there's Detroit, who are about 3 or 4 games further back. So they're out of the picture. They can technically win an 8th seed, but they will have to win everything, and everyone else is gonna have to do absolutely terrible. But today we're talking about who I think will make the playoffs. So at number 7, it currently is the Brooklyn Nets. I don't think they'll make it. They have got a pretty difficult schedule if you take a look at it. They have got the Blazers, I'd say that's a loss. The Hawks, I'd say that's another loss. And then they got Washington DC, that's 50-50. It'd be a bad game to watch, I feel, because I don't like either team I don't like watching either team. I don't think they're very fun to watch. Bucks, I think the Bucks can take them. Bucks are I think they're a good team. I do like the Bucks. I think they're absolutely quality. It just depends who turns up for them, because they got a mixture of players that can turn up and that can't. So if Michael Carter-Williams doesn't turn up on the assist, there could be some problems. If no one can find scoring, because they got some scoring problems, because I believe like Chris Middleton's doing the best for them at the moment. But I think that's and that's kind of a problem for them. They kind of want, I'd say Giannis you'd want as your main scorer, but he's kind of dropped off in scoring a bit. But then you got the Bulls, who, yes, they're a bit 50-50. They are in the 3rd seed, and it's pretty guaranteed. But I don't know. I don't really like the Bulls. Nikola Mirotic is doing solid work for them at the moment, but that's about it. So what else? And then one more game, I think, is they got one more game, which is the Orlando Magic, which is gonna be a win for them. I see them winning that, but I only see them winning 1, potentially 2 out of the 5 games they got left, and I don't think that's good enough. I think that will drop them down to the 9th seed. So I don't see them making it. I think it'd be a bit too difficult for them. Then you got your boys, the Boston Celtics, who have got Detroit. I'd say that's a win. That's Wednesday. I think that is a win. I don't know. It's difficult to say. Will they win that or will they not win that? But they got a back-to-back against Cleveland. I see them losing them both, and that's bad. They can't be dropping games. Then they got the Raptors, which they're gonna have to win that, and then they got the Bucks, which are gonna have to win that as well. And those are both unlikely wins, I'd say. But stranger things have happened to them. They just beat the Raptors on Saturday, so maybe they could beat them again. They beat them in overtime off that Marcus Smart buzzer beater, but they're gonna have to do that again. They're gonna have to beat the Raptors again. There's no way, otherwise they're gonna make it. But then the main topic of discussion is the Miami Heat, a team I very much like. I think they're a very good team. What happened yesterday against the Indiana Pacers was not too good for them, losing by quite a lot. What was that, 112 to 89? But I don't know. Will they go through? They got the Hornets. They're gonna have to beat them. They need to beat one of these contending teams. If you're going up against a contending team, you're gonna have to beat them. Then they got the Bulls. I think they do all right against the Bulls. I've never seen. I don't know. I'm not too sure about the Bulls and the Heat, but yeah, they did beat the Bulls earlier in the season. I believe they beat them twice or just once. Yeah, they beat them multiple times, so I think they could beat them again. Then they got Toronto, who are a bit off form. They've been off form for a while now, so I shouldn't see them losing to them. But they haven't done this season. They haven't done very well against the Raptors. The Raptors are dominating quite easily. The Orlando Magic, who you see them just destroying, their season's done. The Orlando Magic, they just need to regroup, get another good draft pick in. They got Peyton. Who have they got? They got Peyton, Victor Oladipo, and Nikola Mirotic. So they need like a decent ball, and then I think that team is complete, and it'll be ready to start tanking for some playoff games. But then their final game is against Philadelphia. That's an easy win. There's no way they're losing that. They're not a good team, Philly, so I don't see them losing that. But then you look at the schedule and you look at their past results of the Indiana Pacers, and this puts them in pretty good positions when you think about it. They're in a good position. Just trying to find the schedule here. Where is the schedule? Just trying to find the schedule for the Indiana Pacers. They have got Knicks, easy win. Pistons, easy a win. It's not an easy win, but it's a win. OKC, but it's at home, so that's a questionable one. Then they got DC, who, like I said, off form, could beat them. Then they got the Memphis Grizzlies. I think Grizzlies will beat them very easily because they're currently, I think they are still in the 3rd seed. They're gonna want to win to get back in the 2nd seed. So they're not taking on the Spurs, they're really taking on the Mavericks. So that's another question one. They are in a good position here at the 9th seed, and I'd say they have the easiest schedule so far. But then you look at the Hornets, their schedule is Raptors, Pistons, Hawks, Rockets, and then the Raptors again. Lots of these teams have got very similar opponents. They've got the same opponents, so it's really come down to the wire here. It's literally like this has been made, like the NBA have forced this to happen. It looks like a storyline, this, how they're all playing similar teams. The race is so big but so close. So yeah, I see them beating the Raptors once, losing to the Hawks. I see the Rockets beating them, and what else do I see? I'd say they'd lose against the Pistons. I don't know why, but I don't think they're a very good rebounding team. The Hornets. I haven't seen them do very good on the rebounds. And when you go against Andre Drummond, you gotta be strong on the boards, and I don't see him being strong enough on the boards to handle Drummond. So the thing is, I don't know what it's gonna be, but I see Pacers in at 7th, and I see the Heat in at 8th. I would like to think that Boston would make it, but with a back-to-back against Cleveland, Toronto, and Milwaukee, and one game I only see them beat them, that just seems a lot for them. Maybe they can turn it on in the clutch, maybe they can't. But Brooklyn, no, this run of form's over, I'd say, because they've had a good run of form past couple of games, I believe. What is it? They got destroyed by the Hawks on Saturday, but they beat Raptors, beat Knicks, beat Pacers, beat Cavaliers, beat Lakers, beat the Hornets, and then lost to the Boston Celtics. But that's a lot of wins. That's a good 4-5. That's 4 or 5 wins they got in, which really puts them in a good position. But I think their remaining schedule is going to be difficult for them, and I really don't see it happening. But I really hope D Wade will turn it on, get some buckets, and help the Heat get that 8th seed. So if you've enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and in a bit, guys.